SLG from 8MO on Echo Link. How copy? Hopefully you guys can understand me. Over.
EB8MO. Andrew. Well, you know what? You were a little choppy. You usually make the trip on RF pretty good, and it's a heck of a trip. So hearing you on Echo Link's a little bit different. There was a little chop in and out, and one of the things you got to remember to do with that is you got to key up for 2 or 3 seconds before you start talking, and kind of leave that tail on the other side before you let go, so you get your whole transmission through. There's just a couple of things that need to click through there to really make it work. So let's give that a check and try saying something else. I'll ask you my regular question, Andrew. I already know the answer, but I'll ask you, are you sticking around or are you just checking in and out?
Okay, Nick, I waited a little bit here. I guess that will depend on if you're copying me. I'm visiting a friend up here in Michigan, so I'm way too far away for RF. So if this isn't going to work, then I guess I will be in and out. But if you're copying my transmission, then I'll stick around. But I will be listening regardless. Back she comes. This is EB8MO.
EB8MO, Andrew, that was probably the best Echo Link transmission I've ever heard. So there you go. Stick around. We've got you on board, and K8QKO will be calling you up for trivia before too long. The net will be starting in about 4 minutes, so I've got a couple of minutes to see if I can get anybody else, any more victims in here. So I'm going to clear with EB8MO, who's doing a fine job on Echo Link, and see if anybody else wants to check in and out or do an early check-in here. KD8SLG, I'm listening.
This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's W8WKY repeater.
All right, I'm going to have to agree with KE8LUI, him out there. The rain has definitely started picking up here. I can hear it coming in from outside. And so, we'll see what happens there. In the meantime, N8ACP, you're up.
This is November 8 Automatic Colt Pistol. Welcome to the Borealis net. We're going to get started here in just about 2 minutes. This is a 2-minute warning we made every Sunday and Wednesday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on W8WKY. Frequency 147 Mark 39, PL tone 114 Mark 8. Echo Link 45839 and All-Star node number 48496. Nick at night, K8QKO would be doing fine business spinning the dials tonight. And this is the 2-minute warning. This is N8ACP.
Thank you, N8ACP. This is KD8SLG, Nick here. And I've got 1 minute to check someone else in. Who else out there would like to get on the list before we start the really big show?
So, Bravo 3, Oscar, X-Ray Hotel, Bill in Hancock County, West Virginia.
Bill, I should know your call sign by now. It's KB3, and I lost the end of it. If you could please come back again, you're a little scratchy. RF's not as good as it has been the last couple of nights, but if you could give me your call sign one more time, I'd appreciate it greatly, and we'll get you on the log.
Kilo, Bravo 3, Oscar, X-Ray Hotel, OXH.
I got you that time, Bill. KB3OXH. And you're my final victim before the net starts. KE8 QKO. You're up.
Thank you, Nick. Well, it's Wednesday. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 70th edition of the Borealis Net as we light up the night airwaves once again.
Oh,
this is KE8 QKO. My name is Nick, and I'll be serving as net control tonight, where we'll have our trivia question and welcome back all of our friends, old and new, from Ohio, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Michigan, New York, Maryland, Massachusetts, Arizona, Colorado, Alaska, Utah, Tennessee, Idaho, California, Kansas, Canada, England, Australia, New Zealand, West Virginia, and around the world. We meet every Sunday and Wednesday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association repeater at a frequency of 147 Mark 39 with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, All-Star node number 48496.
Zap it.
Borealis Net provides an opportunity for self-training, communication, and technical investigation for those interested in radio technique. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and you do not have to be a member to check in. We take traffic from around the corner and around the world via RF Echolink 45839. Oh, I already said that, didn't I? We'll have a brief pause at the end of each transmission for emergency or priority traffic, and to break it at any time, and do so now. Hearing no emergency or priority traffic, we'll take in and out check-ins, and then a round of regular check-ins. Then after that, we'll go up to Chris, the question mangler for the trivia question. We'll start going through our list of pre-checks. Then we'll start going through our list of pre-checks thanks to KD8 SLG. Right now I'm going to start and read the pre-checks off, and then we will take our in and out check-ins. First we have an 8ACP doing the trivia and alternate control this evening. KD8 SLG, Nick, our logger this evening. KI5 OZZ, the Oz. KB5 UND, proxy of the Oz. KB8 GKV. KC3 QND Genie. W8UA. Javen, he's got a physics test. I'm not sure he's going to check in or not. WN8 SCI Walter. K8 LUY Kimberly. K8 QFT Uncle Fred. I have KB5 VDB Ron from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and checking in his crew by proxy. W8 MPG Jim, KD8 LNK Ron, AB8MO Andrew, KB3OXH Bill. That is the list of our pre-checks. Anyone wishing to check in and out to the Borealis Net, please call now.
Here in the northern panhandle of West Virginia, we are having light rain right now. Probably about, anyway, it's great to check in with that. I hope you can hear me. This is KB3OXH back in the net.
This is KE8 QKO. We're going to take in and out check-ins. Anyone wishing to check in and out to the Borealis Net, please call now.
WTA to my U, in and out.
Kilo Charlie
5, Romeo Bravo Golf, in and out.
Last caller, you came in broken and scratchy. Could you please try your call again? Also, caller at the last 3 of NIN November, Indian November, can you come back with your call sign?
This is Whiskey 8 November, India November, Mike in Carmel, Ohio, W8NIN.
Roger, I copy you are in and out.
W8NIN, correct, in and out.
W8WKY, repeater.
Last caller, you came in and completely broke it again. Perhaps you could try to change your location and alter your power to see if you can get the repeater a little bit better. I'm not sure we could really make anything out, so I think at this point we're going to go to regular check-ins. Anyone wishing to check into the Borealis net, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey. Echo. Mike over in Seville. KD8EYT, trust and accurate. I'll be in and out. KM6QCJ, Kilo November 6, Quebec Charles Juliet, in and out.
All right, we'll go ahead and stop right there and pass it off to N8ACP, our chief of trivia questions this evening. Chris, what question for you? Which question do you have for us tonight?
Hey, there is a station that's coming in there, nothing but static. This is N8ACP, November 8 Automatic Colt Pistol. Fine business there, Nick. You're doing great. Here's our question this evening. Who or what is a Hellschreiber? That's who or what is a Hellschreiber. I'm going to spell that last word out. That's Hotel, Echo, Lima, Lima, all one word. Sierra Charlie Hotel, Romeo, Echo, India, Bravo, Echo, Romeo. Who or what is a Hellschreiber? And here are your choices tonight. A communication system used inside German tanks in the 25th Panzer Division. B, Bravo, the non-official SS name given to decorated German telegraphy operators. C, Charlie, a derogatory term applied to collaborating news media personnel during World War II. D, Delta, a German telegraphy device for transmitting and receiving text-based messages. Or E, Echo, all of the above. I'm going to pause for time. We'll read that whole thing one more time. Here's our question again this evening. Who or what is a Hellschreiber? That's Hotel Echo Lima Lima Sierra Charlie Hotel Romeo Echo India Bravo Echo Romeo. What is a Hellschreiber? Who or what is a Hellschreiber? Here's your choices again one more time. A communication system used inside German tanks in the 25th Panzer Division. Read that A again. A, let's start this whole thing one more time. A communication system used inside German tanks in the 25th Panzer Division. B, Bravo, the non-official SS name given to decorated German telegraphy operators. C, Charlie, a derogatory term applied to collaborating news media personnel during World War II. D, Delta, a German telegraphy device for transmitting and receiving text-based messages. Or E, Echo, all of the above. November 8 automatic Colt pistol, back to net control.
Thank you, Chris, for a fine question this evening, and thank you for being the alternate net controller tonight. Should anything happen to me or my equipment, I also want to thank Nick, Kitty, and SLG for being the primary logger and alternate net controller this evening. Thank you, Nick. All right, this is K8QKO. You're Nick at night this evening with the Borealis net on the WW39 machine, and I'm going to say that I'm happy I don't have to answer this question first because I'm going to let some other folks toss their hat in the ring and see if they can figure it out. And with that, we are going to go to KI5OZZ. Miss Nancy, what answer do you have for our trivia question, and what do you have for the net this evening?
N8 ACP, Chris. You did a smashing job of trying to hold your face and your tone until you read through it a second time. So get on you, mate. But my answer is Delta and KD8QKO. Smashing job on the net this evening. You're doing great, and I'll pass it back over to you. KI5OZZ.
All right, thank you, Nancy. Next, we're going to go to KB5UND. What is your answer to this trivia question, and what do you have for the net this evening? Apologies, that was a proxy. We're going to go to WB8GKV. What traffic do you have for the net tonight? What is your answer for our trivia question?
Let's see here. WB8GKV Ed in Wadsworth. And I don't know the answer. I'll just take a guess. And guess A Alpha, I guess. A tank deal there. With not knowing, just take a guess on that one, I imagine there. And we'll say good evening all the way around. And let's see. I'm trying to think of some comments. Don't have too many comments to make. We'll just say good evening to everybody. Had a lot of rain today. I do know that much. And heard some simplex activity on. Talked to 3 stations on 152. Was it 146.520? That's it. Yeah, mobile. They were parked at a park. I can't remember the park. They said it a couple times. I couldn't remember that. We'll say good evening to the listeners out there, and turn it back to net control. This is WB8GKB Wadsworth.
Thank you, Ed. I'm not sure if I missed it. Did you have an answer for our trivia question? Oh, I see. I apologize. You answered Alpha. Next we'll go to Miss Jeannie, KC3QND. What is your answer for the trivia question, and what traffic do you have for the net?
KC3QND here. Good evening, everybody. And Nick, you're doing a fine job for your fill-in here. And poor Dustin is getting rained on his camping trip. I'm going to say I have no idea what this trivia question is. And being a German, I should know this, but still, I'm just going to go with C. When in doubt, I go with C. And that's about all I have, except I ordered me a new toy, and it's supposed to be here Saturday, so I'm going to join the Node family. And hopefully, when I go home to Pennsylvania, I'll be able to chat with all up here. So that's all I have to say. KC3QND, over to you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Jeannie, and congratulations on the new toy. It's always fun to have some new equipment to play around with and learn and improve, I guess, radio skills and communicate with more people. With that, we're going to W8UA, Javen. I'm not sure if he's still around or if he's studying, but Javen, if you're around and want to come back to me, what is the answer for the trivia question, and what traffic do you have for the net?
Hey, good evening, Nick and everybody else on the net. Yes, just still working on homework here, getting everything ready for tomorrow. So I am going to go with the Delta for the trivia question. I've actually played around with that mode a bit, Hellschreiber. It's actually in the FL Digi suite, so it's kind of a cool mode. If I understand correctly, it's actually I guess I probably shouldn't give the answer away, but I'm going to go with D. And anybody who's interested, check it out in FL Digi. And it's kind of been cool to play with that. So, all right, well, that's about it, Nick. Everybody have a nice evening. Back to you. KE8QKO, W8UA.
Thank you, Javen. Next on my list, I have WN8SCI Walter. Walter, if you're still out there and want to get back to us, what is the answer for the trivia question, and what traffic do you have for the net? Alright, I don't think that was Walter. He usually comes in pretty clear. Last caller, we've been, I think, I'm not sure if you're the one that's been trying to check into the net or not, but we're getting a lot of static from you. If you could either relocate or stop transmitting, it would be appreciated. This is K8QKO, the net control is this evening on the W8WKY machine. Next, we're going to go to K8LUY Kimberly. I'm not sure if she's able to get back to us yet or not yet, but we will see. She was mobile. Alright, hearing nothing from Kimberly, we're going to go with K8QFT, Uncle Fred. What is your answer for the trivia question? What traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Well, Harry and the Hellscribers were a 50s, 1950s doo-wop band, actually. But they were inspired by someone who had something to do with some kind of Morse code by the same name. So I say the answer to the trivia would be D. Harry and the Hellscribers were on Ed Sullivan several times. And now for you kiddies, we have Harry and the Hellscribers. But today, I went to breakfast with Russ at Wally Waffle. That was interesting. Also, I had to send some paperwork to RETA. That stands for Regional Income Tax Authority. They take care of local taxes here in Medina, Cleveland, and I'm sure several other communities. But as far as I'm concerned, DA and, at the end of that word should not be authority. It should stand for something else that starts with an A. But I want to get stuff squared away with them. I had a lot going on in 2019. I only worked enough to make like $6,000, and I forgot to go to the community center when they were in town and get everything filed with them, and oh boy, the 40 or 50 bucks I might have owed them, oh man, it's probably going to grow into 200, but hey, my fault, I neglected, I forgot about it. Well, with that in mind and having nothing else to say, I turn it back to net control. This is KE8QFT, and D is for trivia.
All right, thank you, Uncle Fred. And yeah, I've never had to deal with RETA, and I'm kind of glad that I haven't. I've heard stories from other people that have, so I guess I'm kind of fortunate that I don't have to. Next on my regular list of check-ins is KC8HTP Jerry. What is your answer for the trivia question? What traffic do you have for the net?
Well, good evening, Nick, and to the other Nick, and to Chris, and everyone on the net. Thank you for doing the Borealis net. It's a great net, and appreciate all your work you put into it. For the trivia question, my first thought was, from the name, is if I was watching an episode of Doctor Who that was dubbed into German and they heard the word Hellschreiber, I would think they were talking about the Dr. Sonic screwdriver. But obviously that's not the case. I have no idea, so I'm just going to guess B, Bravo, and go with that. Don't really have anything else for the net, but here. KE8QKO and the Borealis net from KC8HDP73, everyone.
Thank you, Jerry, and thank you for checking in the net tonight. Next on our list, we have W8MPG Jim. What is your answer for the trivia question, and what traffic do you have for the net?
Greetings all. Hi, Nick. Hi, Chris. Trivia, I'm going to go deep delta. I can tell you around the Minnesota Reservoir here tonight, the temperature is dropping quickly and the winds are rising. So an extra blanket out tonight, I think. That's it for the net. I'm going to say happy autumnal equinox to everyone, and back to net control. Whiskey 8 Mike Papa Golf.
Thank you, Jim. And yeah, it is starting to cool off. I'm going to say that's not necessarily a bad thing. I was getting tired of these 80 and 90 degree days. And I like the cooler weather in the fall when I can wear a hoodie and sort of stay warm that way instead of really staying warm with sweating in the heat and the sun. Plus the grass grows slower, so I'll take it where I can. Just try to hold that S-word stuff off as long as we can. Next on our list, we have AB8MO Andrew. What is your answer to the trivia question, or what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
Okay, I'm afraid to... I'm hearing you guys, but it's kind of warbly at times. The audio isn't fantastic on my end, but I'm copyable. I switched to local Wi-Fi. I'm not sure. You said that helped for some reason. Yeah, I'm all the way up in Michigan right now, so no chance in getting in on RF. The nearest all-star repeater, I was told, well, first off, I'll back up here. I went to go visit a local ham factory today. A guy I talked to on an HF net, so don't get to do that every day. His name was Sam. His call is N8XUI. And he's an awesome guy. He gave me some ideas on how to get my G5 RV up in the air a little bit more. He's got a nice ham shack. Really, really nice guy. So I really got the chance to see him, spend some time for him, and even got to check into the 75-meter net from his house. So that was really great. Enjoyed that. So I'm visiting, spending time with another friend now. So let's see here. Doing a great job on the net there, Nick. I guess I'll go with E Delta. If we all fall off the tracks together, we'll do it together. So hopefully you caught all this and throw it back to net. KV8QKO or Kilo Delta 8. Is it KE8 or QK? I don't know. Whatever. My call sign is Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar in Tecumseh, Michigan. So throw it back to you, Nick.
Thank you, Andrew. This is KE8QKO. Your net control this evening with the WAWKY machine. Next on our list, we had Bill. I think he tried to check in when I read his name in the initial list, but we'll go to him again and see if he has anything else to add. KB3OXH Bill, what is your answer for the trivia question? Do you have any additional traffic to the net?
W8WKY repeater.
Alright, hearing nothing from Bill, the remaining regular check-in for the net this evening is K8QWE Mike. What is your answer for the trivia question and what traffic do you have for the net?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to let you guys know you're doing a great job like always. For the trivia, I don't know whether it's right, but I'm going to go with the herd. I'm going to go with D. I think it's some kind of telegraphy machine. I really didn't do a whole lot today. It's kind of rainy. Just kind of laid around the house. I worked in the shop some. Other than that, I really haven't been up to a whole lot. And Fred, I can feel your pain when it comes to Rita. I've had to deal with those outfits a lot over the years, and it's a real pain. The only thing I can tell you, there's an outfit called CCA, and they are worse. So with that, I'm going to return control over to the net. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo clear.
Thank you, Mike. All right, well, I think before we take any additional check-ins, we're going to go up to our alternate net controller, Chris, and see what he has to say this evening. N8ACP, what do you have for the net this evening? And, well, I guess you know the answer to the trivia question, so we're not going to get that.
Good evening there, Nick. At night, I should say KEQKU and all on the net. This is N8ACP, and let's see, what do I have for the net tonight? I would be remiss as the new operating committee chairman for the Sarah Club Net that if you have some time on Saturday to run the Akron Marathon, MCOM for the Akron Marathon, you can sign up online. That's this Saturday, September 25th from roughly 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., but you won't have to sign up for that whole time. And the orientation meeting is tomorrow at the Akron Red Cross here at, I think it's 501 West Market Street. Just down the street from where I live. So if you come to that meeting, maybe we'll go get a beer or something afterwards. And you can sign up and give your T-shirt size, everything that you need to, at summitaries.org. That's just like in the Mountaintop Summit. Summit Aries Alpha Romeo Echo Sierra.org. And the guy that runs that, Ken Dorsey, does a really nice job. I'm going to be doing that, and a lot of other club members are as well. There are still some open spots. So if you'd like to get out and operate this Saturday, then go on over there and sign up. SummitAries.org. Nick, you're doing fine business. No other traffic from me. That's all the news from N8ACP. Back to KAQKO.
All right, thank you, Chris. I think next we'll go to KD8SLG, Nick, our logger this evening. I know he doesn't like to go first, so since he's done such a great job on the logger and he's really staying on top of it, I let him get his wish and not go first this evening. Nick, what is your answer for the trivia question? What traffic do you have for the net?
KAQKO, thank you. This is KD8SLG, Nick here. I'm going to go with D. I'm going with the pack. But, the German language is so wonderfully efficient that you throw words together that have meanings and they mean other things and you can work it out. Ubergruppen, oh man, I can't even say it now. Schadenfreude comes to mind, especially with N8ACP, because, Schadenfreude is like taking pleasure in the discomfort of others, and I think that's sort of the goal of some of these questions sometimes from Chris. Seriously, Chris, Schadenfreude, that's a good one too. But here's what I'm thinking when I was thinking through this answer. I had this vision, it's like German Twitter, and I'm wondering what kind of memes are like being like, tweeted back and forth between U-boats, and I don't think I can share that on the net, but yeah, everybody just give that a moment's thought. And I'm gonna send this back to KAQKO. It's KD8SLG. I'm clear and back to net control.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Or I'm sorry, that's Nick, not Chris. My apologies. Yeah, my grandfather served in World War II, and I remember some of the stories he told me about the war, and none of them were actually a war story. They were about things they did when they went to port. So I could only imagine that if German U-boats had memes and the ability to send them to each other, what those would have been, and I don't think any of them would be anywhere close to appropriate for radio. All right, so with that, we are at the bottom of our list. And anyone looking to check into the Borealis net tonight, please call W8WKY, and we'll get you checked into the net.
Main Victor. Well, I'm going to say Charlie. Let's try that. That was the answer to an earlier question tonight I was listening to on another net. So I'll take Charlie. And not much else. But now that the Wednesday restaurant get-together, yeah, we have these get-togethers these different groups do every day. It seems like there's somebody that meets sometime. And then you got Bueller's on Saturday. There's a group of guys that get it together up at Manhattan Deli and Willoughby on Friday. You guys do it on Wednesday. A bunch of guys do. Lake County, I gotta check and see if they're still doing theirs on the 3rd Tuesday. But you know, it's time to get together and eat and have camaraderie. I think there may be a Falls group. I gotta see that tomorrow. I might, but I'm gonna say Charlie, and we'll send it back to net control. King Charles 8, Fox Queen Victor here.
Thank you, Mark. This is KEAQKO with the W8WKY repeater this evening. I'll be your dumb and your net controller. And next we're going to John, KE8GBM. What's your answer to the trivia question? What traffic do you have for the net?
Well, I just kind of caught the end of this, and so I didn't hear the trivia question. I was busy paying bills and thought I would scan the radio real quick and just happened to catch the net for this evening. So if you wouldn't mind giving it to me, I'd love to answer.
Absolutely. We'll pass that off to Chris at ACP and have him read the question again. He's only read it once tonight, and that was rather entertaining, so we'll see how he does this time. Chris, can you read the trivia question again for us?
Sure can there, Nick at Night. We're not on strike. Here is our question this evening. Who or what is a Hellschreiber? Who or what is a Hellschreiber? I'll spell the last word there. Hotel Echo Lima Lima Sierra Charlie Hotel Romeo Echo India Bravo Echo Romeo. Who or what is a Hellschreiber? Here are your choices. A communication system used inside German tanks in the 25th Panzer Division. B, Bravo, the non-official SS name given to decorated German telegraphy operators. C, Charlie, a derogatory term applied to collaborating news media personnel during World War II. Or D, Delta, I shouldn't say or, D, Delta, a German telegraphy device for transmitting and receiving text-based messages. Or E, Echo, all of the above. November 8, automatic Colt pistol, back to net control.
Thank you for another intriguing question there, Chris. John, do you have an answer for the trivia question now?
Wow, those are all really interesting. I really don't have a clue, but I'm probably going to go with Alpha A, please.
All right, thank you, John. We have you down for Alpha. We're now at the bottom of our list, so I'm going to say anyone looking to check in at the Borealis net, please call now.
Recheck KE8PZJ.
Go ahead, Gary, with your recheck.
I might have gotten overrun by one of the transmissions, so I didn't know if I got my trivia in. I hope there was a D, as in Delta, on this. This is KE8PZJ, back to net.
Yes, sir, we did get you down for Delta. We did get your answer called in there, so you're down for Delta. All right, this is KE8QKO, your net controller this evening of the W8WKY machine. And we are at the bottom of our list, opening it up to additional check-ins. Anyone wishing to check into the Borealis net, please call now.
This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, Mac in Springdale.
Kilo 6, Hotel Whiskey November, Paul, San Jose, California, in and out.
Alright, I think we have room for a couple more there. We have one regular check-in, one in-and-out check-in. Anyone else looking to check into the Borealis net, please call now. Alright, hearing nothing, we're going to go to KI5 RFI Matt. What is your answer to the trivia question, and what traffic do you have for the net?
Yeah, this is Mac Springdale. I don't have any traffic. I really do not have a clue. It sounds like a German term of some sort, but I really don't have any idea what. I even tried to cheat a little bit and pull up something on my cell phone, and I just got a big old page of German words that don't make any sense, so I don't know. Back to you.
Would you like to take a guess there?
I'll go with C.
When in doubt, good sir, go with C. Next, I think we had KK6HWN Paul that was in and out from California. I think I got that call sign correct. If Paul, if you're still around and I did not, please come back with it. Outside of that, we are at the bottom of our list, so we're going to open it up for more check-ins. Anyone wishing to check into the Borealis net, please do so now.
Sorry about that. Yeah, the call sign was correct. Kilo 6, Hotel Whiskey November, Paul.
Thank you for getting back to us, sir. We appreciate it. Alright, I'm not hearing any additional check-ins, so I'm going to call one more time and see if anyone out there wants to check in the Borealis net. This is usually a fair bit earlier than we usually hit it. I'm not going to complain much because I do have to work in the morning, so if we don't run as late as Chris usually does, so 11:30, I'm not going to, I don't want to say lose sleep over, but I certainly won't. But I'll open it back up here. Anyone wishing to check in the Borealis net, please do so now.
W8WKY repeater.
Kilo Alpha 8 Golf, Kilo Golf Mobile.
Kilo Alpha 8 Golf, Kilo Golf. Go ahead with your answer for the trivia question or traffic for the net this evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is John Akron. Beautiful. Akron, Ohio. Hi. I don't have an answer for the trivia. I did hear it. Thank you.
And great job, Chris. You kind of really, I have no idea. I even looked it up. But I do have traffic. I was going to say, I want to mention, check in for our friends to check into the BSA, Boy Scouts net on Monday evening at 7 p.m. local time on the spring, the 147 machine here in Akron, Ohio. There's a net there, and they're looking for check-in. So that's all I have for tonight. Great job on the net, 73 to yourself, everyone in the group. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Golf, Kilo Golf, portable. I'll be listening. John, this is K8QKO. Do you have any additional information on the net for the Boy Scouts? Could you repeat that information for us a little bit so we can make sure we get it all written down, and I can toss it at the end of the footnotes. Yes, I do. It's the, I think it's called the Spring Hill Apartments repeater. It's located in Akron on the 140 machine, 147 machine. I had the PL tone and I forget. I think it's 110.9er. But you can look that up on Repeater Book. But it's at 7 p.m. on Monday evenings, and they have a nice little net there and a trivia question. So I just wanted to mention that with traffic for the net. This is KA8GKAG. All right, KA8GKG. I'm looking at my little note sheet here, and if I've got it correct, the Akron Spring Hill Apartments is on is 147 Mark 135. Yeah, I don't have the PL tone on my sheet here. I probably should have it, but I don't. But you're right, we can look that up with the repeater book. And I have the call sign for it. You said that's on Monday nights. I'm curious, are you doing anything with the Boy Scouts on Jamboree on the Air next month? This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater. As of right now, I'm not aware of that project, but so I don't have an answer, yes or no, but I might be, I don't know. Check with them on Monday evening at 7 o'clock at the Spring Hill repeater. I certainly will have to check in and do that. I know my son's he's going to be going to the Boy Scouts next year. He's in an AOL Trooper pack right now, and we are doing a small thing for his little pack on that weekend for the Jamboree on the Air, which is October 17th, that weekend, whatever the actual date is. I forget off the top of my head. But it's essentially ham radio for Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts on the air. They can earn merit badges and part of their communications and all of that. But yeah, thank you for the information, and I'll make sure to sync that back up at the end of the net. This is K8QKO on the WWKY machine. Is there anyone else looking to check into the Borealis net? Last caller, if you were trying to check in, you were completely unreadable. Can you try boosting your power, changing your location, and try to check in again? no additional check-ins to the Borealis net tonight. So I think it's time to go over to Chris, N8ACP, for the answer for our trivia question. Oh, I did not get my answer for the trivia question. I think I'm going to go with Bravo. I don't know if that's right. I'm guessing it's probably not since most people guess Delta, but I'm going to go with Bravo. And we'll go to Chris, N8ACP, for the answer for our trivia question. Chris, what do you have for us tonight?
Thank you there, Nick. We've got you down for B Bravo. And yeah, a little quiet night tonight, but there's a whole bunch of people listening and not chiming in. So maybe try one more time for check-ins after I give the answer to the trivia question. And our trivia question this evening was, who or what is the Hell Schreiber? And our choices were A, a communication system used inside German tanks in the 25th Panzer Division, B, the non-official SS name given to decorated German telegraphy operators, C, a derogatory term applied to collaborating news media personnel during World War II, D, a German telegraphy device for transmitting and receiving text-based messages, or E, all of the above. And the correct answer was, this evening, D, Delta. The Hellschreiber is a dot matrix telegraphy device for transmitting and receiving text-based messages via telephone lines or radio, invented in 1929 by Rudolf Hell in Germany. The system works by scanning each character line by line from a predefined shape and transmitting it as an on-off audio or tone. At the receiving end, the image is reconstructed by pushing a paper strip against an ink helix spindle in the rhythm of the on-off signal. Since it is basically a non-synchronized system, the rotation speed of the receiver's helix spindle has to match the scanning speed of the transmitter. Pause for time. Speed does not match. The line of text will be sloped and appears to be, quote, running off the paper. The spindle therefore has a double helix, which causes each character to be printed twice. This guarantees that the text remains readable even if the receiver's speed is somewhat off. The system is still used today, albeit not in hardware but in software, by ham radio amateurs. This transmission is coming to you from the gates of hell, Akron, Ohio, where we are furiously writing, "We'll try to be good," or "be good at it," on the chalkboard 500 times in cursive. This is November 8 Automatic Cold Pistol. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Chris, and fine question this evening. And thank you for being the alternate net controller tonight. I also want to thank Nick, KD8SLG, for being the primary logger and the alternate net controller. Thank you, Nick. Right now, I think we're going to take any late check-ins. Is there anybody out there that did not want to answer the question and was holding on to check-in until the very end? Go ahead and call now. This is K8QKO with a W8WKY repeater.
Hello, Echo 8, Romeo Mike Victor, Sean Mobile.
Kilo Echo 5, November, Charlie Papa, Tom, Oklahoma, and no traffic.
This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's WAWKY repeater.
All right, we'll break it there. We'll go with K8RMV Sean. What traffic do you have for the net tonight?
I have no traffic for the net tonight. Just felt I would check in. Back to net control, KE8RMV.
All right, thank you, Sean. Is there anybody else who would like to check into the Borealis net this evening? Go ahead and call now. I should also point out that if we have anyone wanting to recheck, you can recheck now.
Check November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa. Somebody's got to do it for the pork roast.
Go ahead and recheck this, Chris.
Just wanted to say, Nick, I think thought you did fine business there this evening, and appreciate you stepping up to the plate here. So we look forward to having you on board as a regular part of the Borealis net if you'd so like to do so. And I'd like to have you. Fine business, Nick. N8ACP, back to net.
All right, thank you, Chris. Are there any additional late check-ins or rechecks for the Borealis net? Go ahead and call now.
Kilo Echo 5, November Charlie Papa. The name is Tom in Oklahoma and no traffic. I'm not sure if you got me before or not.
My apologies, Tom. Yeah, you are correct. I should have repeated your call sign. I did get you down, and I had you down as in and out. So I did not get back to you after that. That is my mistake. I apologize. Do we have any additional check-ins or rechecks for the Borealis net?
All right, I'll give it one more try. Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, if you're copying me at all through Echo Link, or is it just gone completely wonky?
We got you there, Andrew. What is your recheck this evening?
Okay, well, believe me, if I could come in on RF, I would. I was just going to say, for making that crack at the end of Chris's answer, I think he should read his name, or write his name on a chalkboard 500 times. I would love to watch him do that. And grumble every single time. So, that's all I got. Good job, Nick. You're doing a good, efficient job running a net. You got through 30-something check-ins in about an hour. That's pretty darn good. K8QKO from Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar.
Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Actually, we're counting 36. I don't have 37. I wouldn't mind for a couple more, but I think there's some people out there listening that aren't quite checking in the net tonight. That's okay. We appreciate everyone who checks in, or everyone who doesn't just wants to listen. This is all about learning on the radio and just enjoying the evening, and however you enjoy your evening, that's what's important. I think at this point we're hearing no more check-ins or rechecks. So on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Station, I want to thank all the stations that checked in tonight and all the listeners. And here close the Borealis net at 11:01 p.m. I do have some additional announcements, though. You can tune in this Sunday evening at 10 p.m. local time for the next edition of the Borealis net when Chris at 8ACP does fine business once again spinning the dials. Also, be sure to check out the Drive Time Barometer net on this repeater every morning except Sundays at 0700 hours Eastern Time. Our friend Elmer's RailNet every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern on the W8 VPV repeater in Cuyahoga Falls on the frequency of 147 Mark 270 PL tone 110 Mark 9 for all the things train related. Also, we'd like to thank our friends in Oklahoma, N5 XQK Memorial Board and Breaker Net every single day of the year from noon Central to 3 p.m. or whenever they run out of check-ins, presented by the Rogers County Wireless Association. That is on All-Star Node 49562. Be sure to check out the FTM 400 XDR raffle at Romeo Echo Whiskey Alpha.org and buy a ticket. Perhaps you can win a new radio. The Sarah Tuesday Night Club Net, every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, immediately preceded by the Amateur Radio Newsline at 7:30 p.m., where you will hear your very own Stephen Kinford, NAWB, right here on the W8WKY repeater. Also to follow up on the Spring Hill Apartments repeater, N8XPK. On Monday nights at 7 p.m., the Boy Scouts have a net they wanted to let us know about, and I think that's a good cause. Anything we do to continue to get the youth interested in amateur radio, help them learn and grow, benefits our community, and I don't want to say our hobby, but maybe our passion a little bit more. That repeater is 147 Mark 136 with a PL tone of 110 Mark 9. So be sure to check that out at 7 p.m. on Mondays. This is K8QKO. You have been listening to Borealis Net. We now return the W8WKY 39 repeater to normal and customary amateur use. For all that are interested, we typically have a follow-up, sort of open conversation once the net clears. And this is K8QKO. We will be clear. For anyone still listening, I'm going to put a correction out there. The Spring Hill Apartment repeater frequency is 147 Mark 135, not 136. I wrote it down wrong on my notes.
Thanks for that correction there, Nick. And fine business to you tonight. Fine business to the pregame Prime Minister, Tech Nick. Good job tonight, everybody. You guys, all the checked in, all the listeners, excellent, everybody. It was a good net. Let's see. What else did I have to say to you there, Nick? I had another comment lined up, and now I can't. Oh, no, I know what it is. I've checked into that net before. I was just scrolling through the repeaters, and all of a sudden this net pops up, and it's a lonely net. So, yeah, people do need to go over there and check that out. It's a good net. It's very friendly, and it is connected with the Boy Scouts. I'm not quite sure how, because I did ask the purpose of the net the first time I checked into it, and then I got distracted when he was giving the answer. But anyways, it's a good net, and yeah, definitely everybody check it out. Fine business, Nick. Nick at night. 73. Well, no, I'm not saying 73 yet. I'll hang around for a minute. N8ACP.
K8QKO. Yeah, thanks, Chris. I'm not sure what the status or what that net's for either. I'll probably see Monday nights. And Monday nights are usually pretty clear for me, so I should be able to make that net. Maybe I'll have my son come in and do some third-party traffic. I'm not sure if it's the kids that are on there or what's going on. I know I asked. I found out about the jamboree on the air when I was rooting through my son's little book that he got, and started asking questions about it. And I guess the local troop nearest my house, they're actually going down south of Canton somewhere for something, and they're gonna participate in that. But they've also got a number of other communications tasks that are set up for the kids, so they'll all be able to go down there for a weekend and get their entire communication merit badge when they're there the entire time. But I thought that was something that was pretty cool. I wasn't able to get anything bigger than the current, 10 kids that we've got organized. So I was hoping to get the club involved. But maybe I could try to plan something, and we could try to get something with the operations team earlier next year. Maybe get more kids involved and get some exposure for the club and for some youth and amateur radio.
This is the W8WKY repeater.
Roger there, Nick. And I apologize about not hearing, or remembering, I should say, because he did tell me what the connection was with the Boy Scouts, but it's like a Boy Scouts call sign. You'll see what I mean when you hear it. And I thought it was on Fridays, but I'm sure that the caller, the check-in was correct. It's been a long time since I've checked into that. But it is a good net, very friendly, and it is definitely connected with the Boy Scouts. And again, there, Nick, let us know what we can do to support the Jamboree on the air. I think of what it is, and anything that we can do with the operating committee, I'll be happy to help you out. That thing is not finalized, by the way. What's going on is we're going to be meeting all of the committee chairs. There we go. Are going to be meeting with the executive committee. I think we're basically going to divvy up or decide who goes where on each committee, or they're going to tell us. Or I think honestly it'll be a combination of the two of those, with hopefully some preference given towards the committee chairs. So, anyways, I look forward to having you on that committee. You did sign up for it, and I did have you on my list that I submitted to leadership. So we'll see what happens. Also, do sign up online, and that goes for anybody that's interested in any of the three standing committees on the Sarah Club. Please sign up online so that we know that you're interested. And SLG signed up. Speaking of which, we'll see if he's in there. KD8 SLG from November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa, with a pause, of course.
ACP, this is KD8 SLG. What's up, Chris?
Just was calling you out for signing up for my committee. Appreciate you doing that, and thanks again for doing the pregame tonight and the logging. I probably stepped all over you. We should probably just have one logger for this thing, because we seem like sometimes we step on each other. Not very often tonight, but sometimes. So I don't know. Open to thoughts on that. Throw it back over to QKO. Good job tonight, Nick.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Yeah, one logger works best. I think there was one night I was trying to help log when we had some issues getting things going. So, and then Jairus jumped in and tried to help log for a little bit, and I was trying to. I just put my hands up. I said, I'm not going to try to log it. We need to have just one person doing it. That worked out pretty good. I just signed up on the website. I didn't sign up originally because you had sent me the email. But yeah, so I went ahead and signed up on there and put my name on the list for the operating committee. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I enjoyed field day. We enjoyed doing more of that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I guess with that, I'll pass it off to KD8 SLG.
This is KD8 SLG. I'm stuffing my pie hole already. And I'm watching Archer, which I don't usually get to do, because the net usually runs until, some ungodly hour, if I were to quote AA8CS Gary, who was missing tonight. We were missing a couple of our regulars tonight. Ray from Oklahoma usually makes it. So we had a slightly different mix tonight. But all good. It went just fine. I was getting a bunch of noise, and I don't know if it was local noise or if everybody was getting it, but there were a couple of times where things were just getting rolled over. Let me drop this for a second. As far as multi-loggers go, I think what works best is, and when I do the board and breaker net, a couple of times, well, 3 or 4 times I've done it. Nobody else touches that logging screen except for me, but the blue screen lights up with all kinds of help. So if you see that I'm stuttering on getting something logged in right away, it's usually a pretty good indication that I missed something. And oftentimes I'll look over there and Ray or Alex or Alan, he was missing tonight too, will have already typed in their call sign for me, because they know the voice and I don't yet. So that kind of works that way with the blue screen, and single logger going on. Over to you, N8ACP. This is KDESLG.
Roger there, SLG. Yeah, I was hearing the interference at the beginning, as everybody was, because that was coming through the repeater. And it might have been somebody that was well-intentioned, just wasn't making it in. So, we bore with them, and we were patient. Nick did a great job trying to get him in. So, anyways, and that might be the ticket for the future there, just Nick. To just have one net logger, because that way, like, I don't overwrite stuff that you do, and you don't overwrite stuff that I do. Maybe it is a little bit of a hassle to have two, because then the other stations that are, assisting, they can do it in the blue screen. Not a bad idea there, Nick. Over to Nick at Night, KE8QKO from N8ACP.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I might have to do something in my station setup if I run the net again, because since I put my 991 on just the HF only, and I don't have the VHF antenna plugged into it. I put my old radio back in. It's a little bit even further away from my desk, and I don't have a foot pedal or headset. I use the handy mic, and trying to grab the handy mic and hold the handy mic and get my face close enough to the big old monitor I have, because I can't make the text any bigger on the net logger. I have to get really close to it to try to read everything properly. So I ended up just taking time when people were talking, writing down all the call signs and the names on a pad and paper that I could pick up and hold in front of my face and read a bit easier, and I had a much easier time once I did that. So I don't know, that might help things a little bit too, but I agree about the logging. I actually I rarely use the net logger. I use it to just confirm a call sign if I didn't get it right, or copy stuff that I might have missed, and that's kind of where I went with it. It's also nice that I saved it off as a file, so I have a record of a better record of the net than my scribbled scratch pad. Also, I'm going to have to step away for a couple of minutes here so you guys can go back and forth. I got something to take care of here at home, and I will be back.
I'm going to leave a big Jurassic pause here for a second before I pick it up and see if anybody else wants to join in.